This is Karen Ramsey, and I'm here with my Ramapo College intern, Nicole. And Nicole has a fascinating story that she wrote about in a blog article at superhealthychildren.com on the blog about incredible weight loss. And I'd like her to tell you a bit about her story of this weight loss that she's been able to maintain and how that happened and how people very often in our culture look at their weight as being normal when it's really not.
Well, if you go to superhealthychildren.com, you'll see a picture of me before and a picture of me after. And the picture of me before, it was the first day of vacation. I thought I looked beautiful. I was wearing a new shirt. I was wearing the perfect little white skirt with my purse. I thought I looked adorable. I was 225 pounds in that picture. And I do not look adorable. I looked obese. And it hurts me to say that because I thought I looked fine then. Or, you know, I knew that I had a little bit of weight on me, but I thought, you know, that my mother maybe was overreacting. So one day, years after that photo was taken, I was just sitting on the couch. It was the summertime. I don't think I had a job that summer because I had a job the rest of the year and I was off during the summer. And I just decided that I was going to lose weight. I don't know why I made that choice. I was 25 years old. I don't know why I chose to do it then, but I had been hearing a lot online about this one diet that was not a vegan diet. I do not recommend it. But I went out and I got the book for that diet. And I started to do that diet and live the way that he said, that the author said to live, and eat the foods that he said, these are the foods you can eat. And I did it for about a month, and I lost about 20 pounds eating the way that he said. And then my mother got sick, diagnosed with cancer, and she discovered a vegan lifestyle. And I said, okay, well, I will do that lifestyle with you. And so we went on this journey together, me and my mother, and eventually my father went with us. And we discovered the health benefits and the way that eating vegetables and whole fruits and grains can make you feel. And it made me feel great, and the weight just fell off me. I didn't even notice that it was just dripping off me. There was that, and I also, believe it or not, walking is probably the best thing that you can do. You know, it sounds cliched and trite, you know, it's like, don't run. If you only walk for even just 10 minutes a day starting out, just walk up a hill and back down it. And it will make such a big difference in your life. I started walking my dog, and at first we take a short walk down the hill and around and back up. And then slowly the walk got longer and longer and longer until eventually we were hiking through the woods, and it would take us an hour and a half every morning to come back home. And it was just one of the best things that I ever did for myself, was just to start walking and to start eating differently. Eating differently changed my whole life. And so thank God for my dog, because if it wasn't for her, I never would have started walking.
And so one of the big changes that you did make is that you went to whole plant foods.
Yeah, exactly. I stopped really eating a lot of processed food. I love spinach. It's one of my favorite vegetables, spinach and mushrooms. Oh, it's just fabulous. So, yeah, so most of the time I live for whole foods, and that's how I lost all the weight, was just through doing those simple things. And it sounds really easy, but it's also really hard. Especially if you live in a house with people who don't eat the same way that you do, or that you want to. So if your family isn't on board with you, it can be really difficult. I've had friends who've tried it and failed because their families or their roommates just weren't on board with what we were doing, and there's all these other temptations that are in the house. You know, there could be deli meat in the drawer, or, you know, like Oreo cookies, which might be vegan, but let's face it, they're not very healthy, will be in the pantry. So there's all these other temptations around, like these quick fixes that you can just grab and make for yourself. But you just need to be just a little bit stronger than those other little temptations that are everywhere.
Yeah, and get support.
Yeah.
There are more and more raw food support groups now around the U.S. and even around the world. Raw food is growing, and so is veganism.
Definitely.
And there is support available, and I'm so glad that you're part of my raw food group coaching program.
Me too, Karen. I'm so glad that I got that email, because this has been, I've learned some amazing things from this program.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
So glad to have you with me this semester.
So glad to be with you, Karen.